Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are live and in effect with a lot going on this evening. Yes, indeed. We have a poll. Make sure to participate in the poll inspired by Paul Tissue. And also, we have a special guest that will be joining us later. And we're expecting a scammer to call us as well, too. I really gave them the once over for making sure they stick to their word and call when they say they're going to call so we can screw with them and waste their time. That's how we do it here. Let's get into Jeff Nelson from this comment from yesterday's video. Yes, I win in California with the lowest purchasing power of all. That's right, Jeff. Sorry about that, my friend, but I'm honored that you're here. California needs reformation big time. And 66 Sam chimes in here, and he says the following: that was a great video. Love the graphs, especially the one at the end. I headed to the Little Rock to find me a 300-pound streetwalker. Tell him Sal said I could get more bang for my buck in the natural state. There you go. Exactly. You're right. Exactly. Very, very good. Welcome. Glad you guys are here with us tonight. As we press on, we've got old silver. Gold is now a tier 1 asset, meaning that has changed the way everyone should think, considering the central banks and everyone else after gold. Yep, I think that played a role for sure as well, too. Glad to see you guys are here. Vegas Stackers here. We got Alessa Anderson is here with us too. Good to see you. Glad you're here with us tonight. Let's see. A scammer is trying to text me. Let's see here. All right. Now, let's see here. We've got Jukebox, who I don't know why this guy watches the channel. He's always bashing precious metals. Suddenly, it's all about gold. What happened to all the silver going to make billionaires propaganda hype, hopium rhetoric? Yeah, all right. I think I'm just going to heart his comment, or just put a dots next to his comments from now on, because I don't really understand why he's here. But hey, he adds to the algorithm, so we'll give him that. Never has anything nice to say about anything, about anybody, including gold and silver. Helen Dobb, did not know that you made it look good and easy to follow. Thanks. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. So that his comment goes down. I've responded with that. Dennis Niemeyer, good morning to you, sir, from this video. Appreciate that. Glad you guys are with us tonight. We got a lot of good folks here. Appreciate you being here, everybody. Let's see. We've got Dean says, thanks, Sal. Thank you, Dean. Appreciate you. And Trent says here, first month's rent equals 3 kilos. I'd figure a couple ounces. Yeah. Well, that was way back when gold was a lot cheaper, that's for sure. And rents were a lot cheaper as well, too, by the way. Good to see you guys. All right. A says here about this gold video. If you guys not seen this, pretty interesting information in this. Shows some infographics and stuff like that. I says, I feel like that the scale sizes are misleading. They're only correct if the bars are thick. Well, yeah, it's about, it's essentially, it's just representative. It's not the scale. None of them are by a scale. You know, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is kind of odd that they put a phone there. I guess relative weight, but it's not exact for sure. Good to see you guys. Liquid Electrum is here. Savage Lee, Dean R. We got Master Blaster is here. And today is exactly right. Old-fashioned heart. Today is a very important day, although we've forgotten about it. Today is Constitution Day. September the 17th, 1787, was when the first state ratified the Constitution. And it was sent out, and it was immediately ratified by none other than Delaware, of all states. Yes, indeed, that's where our current president is from. And goes there a lot, by the way, a whole heck of a lot. Good to see Michael K. Good to see you. Welcome. And let's see what we've got happening. Let's get to some more comments. We are expecting a guest to join us here later in the broadcast here, so hope you will stick around for that. And let's see. Let's get over here to Russell Brown. Sal, after seeing what the chart shows for Alaska, I lost any value in what it represents. No way Alaska is that low of an adjustment on cost of living. It's way off. Yes, they very well could have. It's I don't know what the scale is between percentages, but none of them are like way below a certain amount. But you know, it depends on how the cost of living you know, when you're looking at homes are very cheap up in Alaska. You know, the cost of living is something very different than, I mean, when you take into account the regular food and milk, bread, items have to be brought in, but you have to take into account home prices, I think, are pretty low up in Alaska. And the ZFIL, paying with 3 kilos of gold, $250,000 month rent, $3 million a year. That is inaccurate, ZFIL. That was based off 2013 numbers. As I mentioned in the video, don't use today's prices or rents for that. And even as such, rent in New York is expensive, but I digress. You got to look at 2013 dollars. All right. Carrie Tarrant, very interesting information. I would have a few kilo bars. I would have a few ounce bars. Hindsight indeed 2020. I knew what I know now in 1980. I would have been buying gold bars the whole time. I was in the Navy, and I should have, would have, could have. There you go. Well, it's the fact is you have interest and have precious metals now, so that's never too late to have some and protect yourself. No question about that. Now there it is. So if you guys have not seen this video, I hope you will check it out. The dollar, gold, and presidents. Not very many views on that one. Sooner science nerd. It's a load of gold is found. Would its value drop? More shipwrecks. Well, it'd have to be a whole heck of a lot. I don't think there's enough above ground gold even accounting for that could make the price drop that much. No. Yeah, I don't think so. And they found a lot of gold over the years for sure, and it kept going up and up. All right. And we got ZFIL. You did touch on conservative policies, but with Hawaii and most of the states, it's the ones with liberal policies that a purchasing power is worse. Yep. It tends to be the case. And Corey Tamis says here, what can you buy with a stolen kilo gold bar? Ask Senator Menendez. Indeed, that's for sure. You're right. Christian Napolitano, yes, they have 2020 Silver Eagle with a privy mark. No, they, well, yes, they, that's right. And I mentioned it in this video, Christian and Napolitano. If you watch the video, you will know I said that same thing. It's amazing. Some people comment, like they're trying to correct me when I stated the very same thing in the video. If they would have watched, they would have heard me say that, yes, the 2020 Silver Eagle does have a privy mark, but it's not a bullion coin. It's only a collector coin. Moose, BME, thanks again, Sal. Thank you. Let's see here. And John Knox says, fantastic charts. I think we are about to get another spike higher. Interest rate cuts should send gold and silver higher, up to 26.50 and 32.50. Some of it likely has already been priced in, though, with the moves we've already. Yep, that's right. Talked about that in this afternoon's video. Bill 457 says here the following. One thing I learned is that whoever is the president doesn't reflect the price of gold, or Biden would be a hero. It's inflation and a few other things that affects gold price. Well, Bill, you're connecting the dots, but not totally. Not totally. Presidents do have an influence. Presidents appoint the Federal Reserve governors who have policies that lean one way or the other. And there's really only two ways they can go, right? That's number one. Number two, presidents sign bills such as the Inflation Act, which contributes to inflation, which is spending. So yes, president does reflect the price of gold. Now, it may not be a direct correlation, but these policies will come back to bite. And inflation sprouting up, a lot of that can be blamed, well, in both parties, but it's just been exacerbated by this one that's in control now. Good to see you guys. Glad you're here. Appreciate everybody being here. Jam Unleashed is here. Joey Libs, welcome. And glad you guys are with us tonight. Cole Marsh is here. Tiger Stacker is here. Seven is here. Good to see you guys. All right. So stick with me, folks. Later in the broadcast here, probably about maybe 20 minutes or so, when we get a few more people watching, we're going to have a special guest join us. I'm going to go through a couple of these comments first here, and a scammer call. We're supposed to get scammers calling us at 6:15. Then after that, we're going to bring on a special guest, so you don't want to miss that. Matt Bittner with an algorithmic glass of milk, and Silita with a very kind comment and thumbs up. Appreciate that very much. Cemetery Shop on this video about gold that I posted. If you guys have not seen it, I think you'll find it quite interesting. A little different video for me. The dollar, gold, and the presidents. Those charts really help to put into perspective the dramatic rise in gold spot price over the last 30 years. I always laugh when people say gold is too volatile to be reliable as a store of value. Yep, exactly right. It's a dollar that's really volatile. Gold is a stable store of value. And that's the key word, value. All right. PMG Gold, Poor Man Gold Stacks is here. Good to see you. And good to see Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker is here as well. Good to see you. Hollywood and couldn't make, yes, exactly. That pager hack was amazing. Amazing what happened today. I tell you what, the Israeli Mossad, boom. Literally, a beep and a boom for that. 1,200 injured, 8 dead, and all terrorists from these from Hezbollah. That was so sweet justice, amazing. Saw the pictures, videos, everything. It was something else, that attack today. That's right. Do not screw with Israel. That's the bottom line. All right, very good. All right, thank you, Tiger Stacker, with the first super chat of the night. Thank you, brother. I love scammer calls. Get them, Uncle Sal. Thank you. And by the way, I appreciate that. And any super chats and PayPals we get tonight, because we're a little bit busy tonight, I want to get through some of these comments before the scammers call and before our special guest comes up. So I probably will not do push-ups tonight until maybe the end if we have time. But don't hold me to it. But thank you, Tiger Stacker. Appreciate that. Cybercurrent Twitcher, yes, if only the crystal ball wasn't just a myth. Exactly, that's right, CCT. And we've got Croatia Abdullah says, when I buy precious metals, I prefer junk silver and bars. Also bought some 5-gram gold bars, but doesn't really feel like so little for a lot of money. Conclusion, I prefer to buy silver, great value for money. Good luck, everybody. Yep, people have different views, but I tell you what, when you get the 1 ounce gold size or even some fractional for a good deal, it can be a little bit too tiny if you don't have a way to store it. But yes, indeed, would definitely be a good idea to be smart and find lower premiums. But if you have a whole heck of a lot of silver and no gold, I would encourage you to try to get into a little bit of gold, even with the prices where they're at today. Silver Dad Knows chimes in and says the following, perhaps people had all the time in the world to build wealth, but now the window is closing fast. If you're not stacking Bitcoin, silver, and gold, you're about to miss out on the last chance to secure your financial future. All right, yes, indeed. Well, and the thing is there is a way we could avoid this if we do the right thing. And even if we don't do the right thing, it's not going to come crashing down anytime soon. Thankfully, and also with the scary, there is something to be said about being the world's largest economy. We could head into a recession. But, and things could happen pretty quickly. I'm not ruling it out, but it's unlikely we're going to have a collapse anytime soon. Good to see you guys. All right, very good. We got Silver Wolverine is here. Cybercurtain Twitcher is with us tonight. Good to see you. One Species on this video about why I stopped collecting these gold and silver coins. I wanted to be the first to comment and had to criticize your video before we all review it because, well, I guess I know you got broad shoulders and I would expect nothing less. Really, I like the coins, and sometimes I buy them simply because at that time it gives me enjoyment to appreciate it. I guess it's a toy. Thanks. I'm sure this will be a great video. All right, I'm trying to think of what... let's see here. Okay, so he's reviewing it, commenting first, and then he's going to take it. Okay, so thank you, One Species. All right, he's not a super China, says U.S. Mint sucks. Yes, there's people that feel that way, that's for sure. Jed Wolf, yeah, me too. I did the same thing. All right, he decided to stop collecting these commemoratives. If I find them on the secondary market cheap, I'll get the designs I like from now on. But I'm not going to be buying them from Mint fresh anymore. No way. I'll wait for the secondary market. Mark got the shell. I picked up the Smithsonian 3-coin Morgan Schoolgirl set, 47 to 30, 1 ounce gold, and 1 silver and slab. They're beautiful. Not sure I want to sell them. I looked up the U.S. mint price at the time they were minted, and the set was just south of 6K. Well, a 3-coin Morgan schoolgirl set. Schoolgirl was it was a pattern coin. The United States Mint has never sold those. I'm not sure exactly what you're referring there to, but anyways. Let's see. All right, then. Silver Miner says, proof and uncirculated Eagles, peace dollars from the mint. The best is 2022 MSD and peace dollars minted with Fiji mark, of course. I'm not sure what MSD means, but anyways, all right. Thank you. Money Saver Silver. I just started collecting commemorative coins in the mid-'80s. Okay, so he's been doing it for a long time, for sure, right? Almost near the beginning of the program. That was when he was in the service. Then one day I needed some money, and all I could get was melt for them, so that told me right then and there to stop buying those coins. Yep. I wish I would have listened. I could have saved a lot of money. Let's see here. All right. Very good. Let's press on here. Yep, I heard about that. Silver Wolverine is on his way to the town hall tonight to talk to Trump and tell Trump to subscribe to the channel. That's his one call. That's his. I give him one assignment. I need Donald Trump to come and subscribe to the Salivate Metal channel. And I want him to call me Uncle Sal. I want him to get him to sign a hat that says, "Hi, Uncle Sal," on it, would you, Silver Wolverine? Rudy Poo, save the bald eagle whales. There you go. Save the whales. Thank you, thank you. And 4 Wheels from Rob, impressive technology. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed that. It is pretty cool how close we can get on this stuff with this microscope. It's really an amazing device. They've really stepped it up several notches with this latest stuff. Good quality stuff, too. All right. We got here Cemetery Shop. I'm not very fond of many of the designs on commemorative coins, but I really do love that Washington gold quarter. That is probably one of my favorite commemoratives. There's others that are nice too, but it's just a nice what our quarter could have been. Yeah. As I slurp my way through this live stream. And let's see here what we've got moving on through. Mark B is with us tonight. Tom Larson is here too. Good to see you, Tom. Jeff Nelson, I don't need to be surcharged to death. Very familiar as a resident of California. I do like history. And pre-33 rounds 999 fine is part of my interest, but I cannot afford to subsidize everything the powers that be want to blow money on. Yep. I totally understand that, Jeff. You're in a tough situation being in California for sure. All right. Let's see here. Wow, Dean, his son saw Tucker on RFK in Milwaukee. That's cool. Really, really cool. By the way, how is Tony Erickson doing? Hope he's doing okay. Mojave Gold chimes in here and says the following. I have some of the U.S. gold commemoratives, but I bought or traded for all of them for just over or under spot, so no regrets. I don't think I have any of the U.S. Wright First Flight commems, but I do have some Wright Centennial Flight Silver Rounds from an unknown mint. The weird thing for me is that they were all the exact same die pattern. Yes, well, and the gold for the commemorative is the second one, only the second one to be a $10 gold piece. The first one was the 1983 or 84 Olympic gold $10 gold pieces. Those are only two. Yes, indeed. No other coin has that for gold for the commemoratives. That's a kind of an interesting thing there. All right. We've got a dude named Red. I don't buy them at the mint, but I do collect them for the right price. There you go. Yes. And that's the way to do it if you're going to collect them. It's a space thing for me, too, because I'm an OGP guy, so it makes it tough. Brian McDaniel is thumbing this video up. Thank you. About the coins I don't collect. Marky Poo. I find the best way to buy gold is to pay below spot price. Sure is. Gold is gold no matter how you look at it. That's true. I agree with that. Cyber Curtain Twitcher says here, let me get over here where I can make this happen. It says, we have the same thing here in the UK. Nearly all the commemorative coins at the Royal Mint, turns out, will end up being sold to a coin shop. Let me interrupt you here, CCT. We know it takes priorities. My viewers are scammers. We have to prioritize the scammers from time to time here. Hello? Hello? We'll finish reading this while the auto dial goes through. Turns out being sold to a coin shop for under spot. I've seen it a dozen times at my LCS. I've bought many of him from him over the years for a few quid over spot. I purposely include the word quid, so I know you like that word. I do like that word, CCT. You are the man. It's a quid quo pro. Yes, indeed. All right. For an interview, having people call you, make sure to answer them coming from Palm Beach. Don't let the answer machine get it. That's true. If he calls me, that's right. We'll take his call. All right. Good to see you guys. Jack Gallman is here from Marion, North Carolina. Good to see you. Carrie Terran is here. Praying for Tony. Let's see here. Yes, let's see here. I haven't seen what did Dean say anything about Tony? If he's okay, hopefully he's all right. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. And Yasma 97 says if gold price is at $25,000 for this price would likely be a common coin, $25,000, a rare coin of $30,000, because if that price, it will maybe be a max of one coin for life for most people. So I don't think you lose money in the collector in the long term. Yeah, but the thing is, gold price is not going to go to $25,000. If it does, we got bigger problems on our hands. Huge, huge, big problems on our hands if that happens. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? Let's get over here to the next one. Bellows Forge. Very interesting. Thanks, Sal. Thank you, Bellows Forge. Appreciate you watching this. These two videos did not get very many views, so I appreciate everybody who did take the time to watch this. We're overdue for a scammer to call us. Maybe they will call here. CSAN. I will only buy the modern gold commemoratives at spot when the LCS has designs I like. I enjoy reading stories how the surcharge on some of the classic silver $half coins never went towards the intended cause. Yes, that's right. Some of that early stuff is probably the reason why that commemorative program failed. Going weird numbers. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that, Matthew. Not sure. Waiting for a text from Tony. Okay, yeah, let us know. Tell him we're thinking about him and praying for him. Michael K., when it comes down to it, unless you really love it, it just makes sense. Exactly right. And cent is the correct word. There are no pennies in the United States, even though the United States Mint incorrectly calls pennies or cents pennies. They also incorrectly call them the Winged Liberty dime Mercury dime. That is not the correct term. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, B. Taylor. He watched my spam list. Thank you. Learned so much. Those vids deserve way more views. Thank you, B. Taylor. I appreciate that. I'm the only precious metal channel that does these scam calls. Most of them happen on live stream, but trying to set myself apart, but hasn't really helped me a whole lot with views. But hey, that's all right. As long as you get a kick out of them, that's all that matters. And thank you. If you do feel like sharing those on your social media platforms, I'd appreciate it. All right, very good. And let's see here. Good decision, says Homestead Aquarius. I can pick commemorative coins for very little over a spot all day long. That's right. Thank you. Daniel Kane. I don't collect those either. I don't own any. Have never liked them. Expensive and not nice looking. Yeah, some of them are not very nice looking. I've collected them anyway just to keep up with it. But it is a magazine. Is it a clip? It's a magazine. If you're talking about what goes in a gun. And the poll results here, 142 votes. By the way, we've got probably double the amount of votes than likes on this live stream, if you can believe it. Yeah, that's right. Even though people have accounts and they participate in the poll, about half of them don't actually press the thumbs up button. But 56% of you believe that the Federal Reserve is going to do a half-point cut. 44% think a quarter point. I've fallen the line. I think it's be a quarter point. Mamma mia, that's a lot of proof. Thank you, Michael K. I appreciate you watching this video. I posted a link to that in the end screen of the other video. Thank you. Michael K is awesome. Master Blaster. We love Master Blaster. He says the following here. I own 3 1976 mint sets, the 40% silver ones, and the return was disappointing. I wish I would have bought a $500 U.S. savings bond or vintage Kenner Star Wars Darth Vader figurine set. Now I'm valued at $420 each. Hindsight is great. Yep, I know. I hear you, Master Blaster. It's crazy. We think could be. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Jam Unleashed, for posting that that link there. All right, we have DD Prepper chimes in here and says the following. Excellent reports out. I'm waiting for those Florida Goldbacks to come out so I can give you one. They look pretty cool. OU Surf Placer is my fave. It's where it all starts before minty hands touch it. All right, there you go. Get that Placer gold for sure. Send you a quid, but the fee was a quid too. Yes, indeed. That's right. He's a quid too. I actually do have one of the old. I got one of the new pound notes. It's got Chuck and Winston Chuck Hill on it. The new pound notes. Pound for pound, this weight's about the same. Good to see you guys. All right, glad you guys are with us. Frostbite is here. Mojave Gold is here. And we got Tiger Stacker. Yeah, Tiger Stacker, they're getting their own goldbacks. Florida is. Mark Bernard says, the only commemorative I've got is George Washington 50-cent piece just because I'm a George Washington admirer. Your $5 piece is awesome. Thank you. Yes, it was the first one. And Cole Marsh, I collect what I like. There you go. Buy what you like what you buy. I like it a lot. Richard Metcalf says, I think everyone who owns gold doesn't want people to know how much they have unless they are foolish. Let me see if I can get these scammers to engage and actually start calling me. One guy. Where is the other one here? Let me try to call this guy. I'm going to try to call some. I'm just going through. Rock Financial.
Thank you of
Hello? 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 So one at a time. Go ahead.
Jim, what's going on?
How you doing?
Well, good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you calling.
No worries. I did want to shoot you a quick call. Obviously, just go over a little bit regarding the business and essentially, what you were looking to accomplish. So, with that being said, just to get started, if you don't mind telling me a little bit more about what you do. And what we can do to help you.
I thought you would never ask. I have a company called Master Blaster Enterprises. It's called Master Blaster Enterprises, but we sometimes say MB Inc. Even though we're an LLC, we say MB Inc. So yes, so that is the deal. So Master Blaster, what it is what we have this special company where we actually can make your batteries heat up in pagers, explicitly pagers. And what we use is silver oxide explosive battery system, and it involves silver. And we just did a little test run of it just today. You may have heard about it in the news. That was our company. And so we need more silver. We've run out of silver for these silver explosive little lithium ion batteries that have silver integrated into them to conduct that electricity for the explosions. And so that's what we need. And we need more silver. We need more fundage for that to make it happen.
All right, wonderful. So if you had to put a dollar amount to it, what amount were you looking for?
Well, I thought you would never ask that either. But let me see here. Reloading might fix this. Let me try to reload this. Son of a motherless goat. I can't get silver prices to pop up. Because that was going to tell me how much I need. And I don't know what's going on because the markets are down. Man, I hope it wasn't hacked by the Mossad. Oh my goodness gracious. Maybe it's a microwave. Something's going on here. But if I can't get silver prices. Let me just look at my appy. Hold on. Let me pull my appy up. I'm going to tell you what silver is. When all else fails, just go to the app. There's an app for that. $30.75 an ounce for silver. And we're going to need about 250 ounces. I'm sorry, not, I mean 200, probably 200 and 2,500 ounces. So if we take 2,500,
$30 an ounce.
yeah, times 30.75.
So 75 grand about.
Yeah, thereabouts, but I think might want to round up because I refuse to smack my computer to get this app to work here. I'm trying to, but I think we're going to need to round up because the Federal Reserve is going to cut rates, and when they cut rates, silver is going to go up. And if we have, yeah, so do you think they're going to cut rates a quarter point or a half a percentage point? Which one?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
They're going to do one or the other. I'm bound and determined to think that's possible. And if we can get, so what was about 75,000? Let's move that up to 300,000 because my friend Sean Combs is in jail right now. I'm going to try to get him out, and I need to pay the bail for that. If we can just do those, we need money for the pagers, and we need money for the whatchamajigger to get him out of jail.
Gotcha.
All
right, and what is your business generating per month on average?
We're generating about $120,000 a month. $120,000 a month.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Usually, we approve 100 to 150% of what you're averaging.
Nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
I could tell you a little bit more.
Yes,
in terms of cost.
I will soak in any information you give me. I'm like a sponge. I just soak. I love to learn. So tell me everything. I'm here to listen.
Yes, it's 100 to 150% of what you're generating per month on average, and this is unsecured financing. So collateral.
Well, that kind of money, you probably want to make sure it's heavily guarded, especially if you're going to give it to me in cash, which is what I prefer. So if you're going to send an armored vehicle down, I would probably make sure it is secured and guarded. There's a lot of security threats these days. You can never be too careful. Actually, you can be a little bit too careful. Oh, what happened? What? Let's call him back. Let's see what. Maybe he didn't like to guard the money. I'm not sure. Good to see you. Thank you, Liquid Electrum. I just got your PayPal. Thank you, Liquid Electrum. I appreciate that, my friend.
Welcome to our voicemail system. You have reached the mailbox of 871. Sorry, this mailbox is full.
Of course it's full, you son of a motherless goat. What's going on there? What's happening? Oh, man, we got to get him back on the line. That's just crazy. You call back. Let me call Joseph Canatoni. All right, let's try it one more time here. We'll give it one more shot. We'll give it the old community college try here. Can't believe that's not working. Good thing it wasn't a market watch night.
Welcome to our voicemail system. You have reached.
Now, there was supposed to be one more that was going to be calling me, but they haven't done it. Anyways, his pager must have went off. That's right. Anyways, thank you, Liquid Electrum. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Tony Erickson has just signed up to become an honorary citizen. Thank you, Tony Erickson. How you doing, Tony? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in tonight. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Sorry I was on the phone earlier. You know, we got to prioritize those scammers. You know, that's just, I set everything else aside in life, including you, the viewers. I got to prioritize the scammers. You know me. Okay, wait a second. He's calling back. Here we go. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, looks like we got disconnected there. Anyways, so what were you saying?
My apologies, my headset.
No worries.
Yeah, my headset got disconnected.
Your headset, yes.
Essentially, I wanted to tell you, usually we can go about this a few ways. We have secured style financing and unsecured style financing.
Right. I'd rather have the secure one. That kind of money, we want to be as secure as possible. I mean, lock it down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just do, that kind of money.
Gotcha.
If you're going to send $300,000 down this way, we want to make sure that it is, if it's going to be in an armored vehicle, you can make one of those low key ones. There's several different types that you can find.
I got you.
You can rent like the Beast, heavily bulletproofed. There's one vehicle that actually will eject smoke, and it has spikes on the tires, so people get close to it. That vehicle you could probably rent for, I don't know. I'm not sure. You'd have to look that up, but yeah, we definitely want to be secured. So yeah, we don't want to be unsecured in this thing, right?
Yeah, and as far as personal credit is concerned, what are you floating around for your experience?
Well, I haven't been to any kind of body of water in a while. I don't even really own a boat, to be honest with you. But if I'm going to rent a boat, it's probably one of those little fishing boats. I've heard it's very nice to relax, so I'll probably float in one of those. But I haven't done that in a while.
I gotcha.
Okay. I don't know what that has to do with this
good.
loan, though, about floating, but...
No, it's your Experian credit score.
Oh, my credit score. Yes, my credit score is great. It's really good. It's actually, it's pretty smoking, if you want me to be honest with you.
Above 650?
Oh, yeah. Big time. Way above 650. In other words, I'm good for every penny. I'm sorry, not penny. Let me correct you there. I'm sorry, it's not penny. I'm good for every cent. There's no such thing as pennies in the United States, unless you go to Canada, which they did away with the penny in 2012. Or you go to the United Kingdom, they still have the penny. But the Canadians said, screw the penny, we're out of here. We're not going to mess with the penny anymore. In 2012, they said, farewell to the freaking penny. That's what the Canucks did up there in the Great White North.
Gotcha. What is the name of your business again?
Master Blaster Incorporated. We're an LLC, but it's MB and Inc. is what we like to call it, but it's Master Blaster. And what we do is as I mentioned before, we take silver-induced lithium-ion batteries that can heat up real quick with explosives, and we put them in pagers. We just done a test run with it today. You may have seen that in the news. So because of that, the silver is all dispersed. We need more silver for those things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
where are you located?
And we're located in the in Monroe, Louisiana, United States.
Gotcha.
So we're completely legal, legit, and we're not too quick to legit. Whatever that saying is. Except reverse.
Do you have any business? Do you have any business website or anything like that?
No, since we're just manufacturing, we don't need to really engage with the public. We all kind of keep to ourselves. We have contracts with agencies across the world, United States, other nations, intelligence agencies, underground, the Umbrella Academy, pretty much anything like that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. All right. And can you just confirm your email address with me quick?
Well, I can confirm that it exists because I've used it. I just used it today. I can confirm that I have email, yes. I can even sign an affidavit swearing as such. I would even be willing to sign an affidavit swearing to the existence of my email account. I can confirm that I do use email and I have it. And hopefully this is being recorded.
All right, I'll confirm. Gotcha. We had your file referred over to us by Mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to him.
Okay.
I'm going to talk with him, see if we can have a group discussion.
Maybe we can expedite this. Maybe we can have an expedition to expedite this. Do you think that's possible?
I think it's possible, of course.
Right. So have your people talk to my people. Let's do a groupthink thing. Have the group get together, come up with a consensus, then send it to the committee, then have the committee send out an expedition, and then that expedition will expedite the process. Okay? How's that sound?
Sounds great. I'm going to give him a ring now,
What kind of
I'll
ring? Wait a
shoot you a
second.
quick text.
Okay, before you do that, I'm curious. Is it going to be a gold ring? Will it be like a wedding band? Will it have some sort of centerpiece stone? Let's call him back. We must have got disconnected. Maybe his headset fell off again. His headset must have sold off again. The pole is tight. That's what she said, Michael Guandango. The pole is tight. Son of a motherless goat. Let's see here. That guy had no sense of humor, did he? He had no sense.
Welcome to our voicemail system. You have reached the mailbox of
Yeah.
8.
And it's full.
Sorry, this mailbox is full and cannot accept any more recordings. Thank you.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Tony. Tony's been trying to give out memberships because I won't open for me to buy. Oh man, that's weird. Try maybe a different browser, Tony Erickson. But thank you, brother. Maybe try a different browser and see if you can come in that way. But you know what, folks? We have come now to the point in time where I'm going to try make a call out to my special guest. Let me see here if I can do this here. Bear with me. As we make this thing happen here, we're going to bring a special guest aboard. And it has just been sent out to the special guest, who hopefully will have it here. So we will keep an eye on that very, very soon here, and keep that that open here. So we're looking for that. So hopefully he'll join in. I'll be able to see that and invite him in when it makes the moment here. So stay tuned, and let's get over here and answer some more comments. Let me get to this. Get my boilerplate back. All right, now we've got Cold Dead Hand says, I don't collect, I don't invest, I stack. All right, there you go. There are some people that are definitely just stackers, and I can understand why that's the case here for some people. All right, let me do this. I've got to make this thing work this way. Okay, very good. Now let's get over here to Paul M. Paul M. says the following here, and I quote, I love them, U.S. Mint. Oh, wait, before we go any further, let me answer this comment. I'm going to get to the guest here. The U.S. Mint $1 legal tender coin, much lower mintage than the U.S. Eagle, which has been changed once every 30 years compared to these unique and beautiful designs. They are also considered collectibles, thus should be immune to any future government gold confiscation. Well, that is based off of the previous executive order. A new executive order could be very different. I don't see it going to happen in either way, no matter what. But the thing is, you hold on to your gold, you can lose in a boating accident, and they're not going to confiscate it. I don't think they have the way to do that. All right, let me get over here and make this happen. We now have with us our special guest, Tiger Stacker. Hello, Tiger Stacker. How you doing, my friend?
What's up, Uncle Sal? Thank you for having me on board. Hello, everyone.
Sure thing. Good to see you. For those of you who aren't aware, Tiger Stacker is a member of the community who works hard in the medical field, but he also has some great videos talking about a lot of different topics related to precious metals. So hope you will check out his channel. And Tiger Stacker's with us tonight, and I'm glad you're here. So Tiger, tell us a little bit about, I guess, what got you into stacking in general, or collecting, or both.
Well, it goes back a lot longer than when I started stacking. But basically, in 2021, I started realizing something was wrong. My friend got me a little bit back into stocks and bonds, and I lost yet again. So then we got into Bitcoin, and I lost, but not as much. And then I started remembering all the lessons that I had learned through the years from my grandfather, who I believe was born in 1891. And during the time, he carried around the real money, and plus the silver and gold certificates. He worked in the coal mines. He was a supervisor in the coal mines, and left Virginia to go up to Pennsylvania. And I also remember the lessons my dad taught me, that that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And at that time, being a young man, who didn't understand and drank the government's Kool-Aid. I thought my dad was just an angry person. But as I started seeing these things and started remembering these things, started realizing there is a serious problem going on. And so I started checking out the internet and bought some things from American Hartford Gold, $10,000 worth of stuff. Never use them, people. They will rob you blind. So I then stumbled into Money Metals Exchange because they put an ad onto one of my emails. Then found Lynette Zhang, then found Yankee Stacking. Started going to the local pawn shop that my friend who got me into Bitcoin and all that recommended because he said that it was the best one in town, and it is. That pawn shop outdoes every coin shop in Charleston, West Virginia. So I started buying there, and I've been going there for about 3 years, and I've been slowly building my stack. Started realizing that is I started realizing that how much I had drank the Kool-Aid, and I never was really good at saving until stacking. I've always been interested in buying things that were pretty, pretty cars, pretty motorcycle, pretty airplanes, pretty girlfriends. So it satisfied another issue that I like to buy pretty. And let's face it, this stuff is really attractive. So I get to save money, and if I want to, look at pretty stuff. So that's how I got into it. Then my friends started saying, why don't you start a YouTube channel? And I'm a little hesitant, but they finally talked me into it, including Yankee Stacking and a number of other people. I changed my name because I was born Year of the Tiger. And then Tiger Stacker started taking on a life of its own. I started having fun with the character. I'm still very, very, very serious about what I do, whether I'm doing medicine or I'm doing stacking or I'm doing serious videos. But sometimes I do some fun videos, play the role of a tiger, tease Yankee Stacking to death, just have a good time with it. Have I answered your question, Uncle Sal?
Yes, that was very, very good. And you got to have fun. You got to enjoy. And I think this is one of those situations where, yes, the fun and the beauty of precious metals is it's the only kind of way to be able to save and enjoy, save and salivate. You know what I mean? Because that's why how I got my name, salivate over precious metals, because they're beautiful. It's like a
Oh yeah.
and so it's one of the few things that you can do, being fiscally responsible while enjoying. But the thing is you can be fiscally irresponsible by buying precious metals as well. And I like to teach the balance between the two. And you've learned some hard lessons in your stacking journey, dealing with what Hartsfield. I've heard of that name before, but usually anything that advertises on the radio or TV, I always say watch out for. But
Yeah.
yes, but
Another
you go ahead.
another another one is Lear Capital. I watch this one YouTuber. He's wonderful with the political stuff. He doesn't do stacking. Fanfare with Barry Cunningham, but he's sponsored by Lear Capital, which in my mind is the same category as American Hartford Gold. They're going to jack up the premium, so I'll
Oh
stay
yeah,
away from them.
yep. One time, they had a promotion. They were going to give you a 1 gram silver bar for everybody who called in to get their packet. And I figured I'm
Hmm.
going to put them to the test. I'm going to see. So I called them up and said, "All right, I'd like to get the information, the packet to see what it's about." And I didn't hear anything back from them. Then I called him again months later and said, "Oh, I thought we sent that out." Nope, never did. And then I did get a packet, but no silver bar. So I called them back and said, "You guys, if you're not going to honor what you promised to send for every order, then this sends up big red flags." And ever since, I've referred to them as Lear Capital. Lear Capital.
I agree with that. So if they're advertising on TV, if they got someone saying this is the only place I ever get it from, this is all garbage. It's better to get the things online from your local coin shop, from other YouTubers that you trust.
Yep.
And I test everything. I've got a Sigma Metalytics. I've got the ping tester. I immerse things and do the specific gravity tests, and I've done videos on all that too. So, but no, if you can't get it as with the least amount of headaches, and if they're advertising, or if they're worse yet, calling you, I get callers saying, "Hey, I just talked to you a year ago, blah blah blah. Are you ready to buy?" And at that time, they were talking about Kennedys, 64 Kennedys that were allegedly BU. So, oh, it was 2021. I said, "Oh, you talked to me a year ago?" I said, "Yeah." You mean the year when I didn't understand or know anything about precious metals? Right. And if you show up to my place, something's going to happen to you.
Yeah, that's how they get you. These other scammers that call me use the same tactic. They say, "Oh, we talked to you a month ago. I talked to you a year ago." I know they're BSing me because they put it just outside of your memory. I tell them, I said, "Hey, I've got a photographic memory. I remember what I did 5 years ago. Well, you tell me a time, and I'll say exactly what I did 5 years ago, just to try to catch them in their lie, because that's how
Oh, yeah.
they do it. It's these deceptive tactics. By the way, just
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick here, somebody's having trouble sending gift memberships. I have not changed anything. I don't know what's going on with it. I see the option on my end to be able to allow it, but I don't know if anybody else has it. I don't know if there's a way somebody can test that to see if it works or not. Maybe go to try to do it, but not hit the submit button or something. But anyways. But yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, Tiger just did it. Whoa, Tiger, thank you. Tiger, okay, Tiger just did it. So it is working. Thank you, Tiger.
Yes,
Okay,
you're
cool.
welcome.
All right, I was wondering because Tony couldn't send them. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, all right, thank you. I just wanted to see if something was messed up there, but thank you. All right, so Tiger, yes, so you've had quite a journey and you've learned a lot, and you're sending that knowledge to us as well, and you have done some great things with your channel already. It's amazing what you do with the graphics, with the branding, and the character development with the Tiger. But you've also done something I think is really cool. You interviewed a legislative member of the West Virginia legislature about sound money, and this individual. If you get a chance to check out his interviews, I think it's a two-part series, a three-part series. You should check the three parts. Okay, very very cool. All right,
Yeah, Delegate Chris Pritt is amazing. He also has his own law firm. His
cool,
wife has just recently been elected as a district court judge, if I remember correctly.
nice.
And basically, I also had a live stream, about a month or so ago, with Delegate Chris Pritt. We talked about those same things. I'd like to have him back again.
Yeah,
He's a firm believer in term limits, so he only wanted to run for 2 terms as delegate. He ran for state senate. He didn't make it, but he's going to run again, and I'm sure he's going to make it work.
he seems really
Currently,
bright. He seems really bright
oh
and sharp as attack. By the way, Tony Erickson, thank you, brother, for the $20 super chat. Very kind of you, sir. Very kind indeed. And
but you're right. He's really smart.
yeah,
So I'm going to try to get him back on. Um, I'd love to have him back on as a regular, but it's not always so easy to get a hold of him. He's always kind of busy. I did send him a message that I'll be here with you tonight, and hopefully he'll come on there. But
oh,
I found Delegate Chris Pritt because of you, Uncle Sal.
oh, wow. Okay.
You did the video on West Virginia moving to making gold and silver recognized as currency. I saw that video. I'm like, oh, wow. My state, I'm going to start dialing, see if I can get them on the phone.
That's awesome. That's great. That's really cool that you did that. And I was this close. I'm holding my fingers really close to each other to getting Alex Mooney on. I had everything set up, and he was running for the primary for a Senate seat, I think, and he never got back with me, or his legislative aide never got back with me. But he has actually proposed some legislation to do away with capital gains taxes and all taxes on precious metals from the federal level. I thought that would have been pretty cool. Yeah.
I know it's was a Republican senator, isn't it?
He's a Republican member of the House.
Okay.
He was running against, I think, Jim Justice for the Senate seat.
Oh, but so he's West Virginia.
Yeah, yep, he's West Virginia. Alex Mooney. Yep, I think he's from the Morgantown area.
Oh, okay.
I think it represents that district there, or that area that represents that district. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat, and to see more and more of this legislation coming through in the states and even being proposed in the House. Thomas Massey, I think, wants to get rid of the Federal Reserve. He had put a bill out recently to get rid of the Federal Reserve. It's like, wow. I mean, that's all basically just, it's we know it's not going to go anywhere, but it puts it on the congressional record, and that's important.
Oh, it does. It does. It does. Now, Chris Pritt, he said that everything's still sitting. Well, for lack of a better way of saying it, his two bills are still sitting on the table. And he's kind of hoping that he'll get in a senator again, start pushing those two House bills again.
Yeah, maybe get into a committee or something like that. Long Live Coins, by the way, just gifted $10. It won't let him do gift memberships either. So it's letting some people do it and others not do it. That's strange. That's strange, yeah.
Hey, LLC. LLC's one of my buddies. I tease him a lot too.
Awesome. Yeah, cool. Well, we have, for those of us those of you just joining us, we've got Tiger Stacker with us tonight as a special guest. We're talking precious metal legislation right now, and also want to take a little shift in a slightly different direction. Now, Tiger Stacker's wife is a dog lover, and she has her own channel, and but she was on with Tiger Stacker talking about pet care, I think. And it was really cool. Thank you, Paul Tissue, to gifted a 1 Celibate Metal membership. So it is working for some. Okay, very cool. So yes.
Now, I just texted her because she tried calling me while I was on stream. I guess she forgot I was going to be here. So I texted her I was on with you, and I just told her that you mentioned her channel. God willing, she'll show up.
Well, you know what? I thought I was going to one-up you. So you did respond back to her, but you prioritized this interview and didn't take her call. I have declined 2 scammer calls for you, Tiger Stacker. So that means you mean something to me. Now, if somebody calls back, can I take the call? And we'll have fun with them?
I'll just sit back and giggle unless you include me in however way you want me to do it.
Yeah,
I'm all for that.
All right. Well, if one comes in, even if we're in the depths of a very serious conversation, we'll take the scammer call. We'll see what happens. We'll have a little bit of fun. All right.
That works for me.
All right. Nice. And Adam Montague just said he's going to send me 50 ounces of gold. That's nice, Adam. He can just PayPal it to me. Let's see here. But very good. So now, Tiger Stacker. You have been on YouTube for how long now?
A smidgen over a year.
Smidgen over a year. Nice. Well, check out his channel. And Tiger, JM Elise has posted it earlier. We have the poll going. We want to leave that going all night. But thank you, JM. He has also just posted Dog World and You LLC. That's Tiger Stacker's wife's channel. So that's awesome. And so how many subscribers do you have now?
Last I looked earlier today was 1,535.
Nice. So 1,500 a year. That's pretty good. I think it took me much longer than that to get 1,000 subscribers. So that's great. And so now, what is the future? Do you have plans for your channel down the road? Or is there anything you really want to do with the channel?
Well, in addition to my basic mission, I really want to grow the channel. I really want to get to a point where I've reached out as and can be in the level of, say, you and Yankee and others, because I can reach more people, teach more people, and that whole thing. But that's on top of the basic mission.
Right.
My basic mission was because my wife had her channel first, and she's a lovely, lovely wife. She's a very beautiful lady inside and out. But she wants to do things her way, which wasn't helping her channel. So I decided I was going to try to help her build her channel by building mine and letting her see what I'm doing, and
Cool.
also encouraging people to go to her channel because she's really awesome at what at the work she does.
Right.
I wanted to leave messages for my grandsons because unfortunately my son has daddy issues and doesn't want us to see our grandchildren.
Oh boy.
He's always I never loved the fact that when I'd advise him he'd want to do the opposite, and then life teaches us otherwise. Let's say it that way.
Right.
So he has daddy issues, but I want to leave, since my availability to my grandsons is there, but they won't bring them over. YouTube is allowing me to meet goal number 2, which is to leave advice for my grandchildren, and then basically try to leave them advice for what's going on by giving the advice I got from my grandfather, now from me, how to look at sound money and how to protect themselves. So when they're adults, what they need to do. But in addition to that, while I'm doing that, is to teach everyone in the YouTube arena, in our niche, what they need to do to help themselves with everything. Sometimes I see things in a different light than other people do. I had my own twist to it. Some of the research that I've done, some of the instruction that I've given. I try to mix it up, a little bit of fun, a little bit of serious, more serious than fun, because if you're always only doing fun, people won't take you serious.
Right.
But I like to add just a little bit of fun every once in a while, and also to call out certain members of our community to let them know that they're special too. I just recently released a short on a lady by the name of Stack Ann, having a little bit of fun with the Police song, Roxanne. Um, but most of it's serious. In fact, I've got 3 videos in the back room waiting for me to release them. One is on my pouring journey.
Nice.
And when I get home, I'm gonna all I do is when I get home is all I do is create videos in their raw form for editing later, and pour, and try to get as much filmed as possible so that I can upgrade it with editing. Give it to my brother who does all my tech. He does the high. Actually, it's not 100%. I get really, really great tech help from 2 people. One of them is my brother-in-law, which is hard to do because he's in Ukraine, and they're now limited to anywhere between 2 to 6 hours of electricity because of the war.
Right.
And the other one that's helping me out a lot is our friend Frostbite.
Oh yeah.
We have spent a lot of time on the phone, on the computer. He helps me through a lot of stuff because I'm not the best tech person in the world. I hate that part of myself, but it's true.
Well, I think that's great that you've got help there to do that. I know I do everything myself on this channel, and I know there's areas where I lack as well too. But sometimes you just got to roll with it and do the best we can. And but you've got a great thing. You've got awesome content. Like I said, the branding's great, and the look is good.
Thank you.
So all the editing and everything that you've got help with, Frostbite and your brother-in-law is wonderful. So that's
Yeah,
great.
I'm very grateful for the both of them. And what's been really awesome is it's been hard to get thumbnails made because I haven't learned that skill yet, and my brother-in-law hasn't been available because of the war. And Frostbite has stepped in and made made a lot of the recent thumbnails, for which I'm really grateful for. I and the really nice thing about him, he doesn't ask for anything. He won't. He's like my dad. He'd help you, and he doesn't want anything in return.
That's
So,
awesome. That's really great.
so,
That's good
so
news. I know for a lot of what I do here, some of it's breaking news. Even if I had somebody to help me, they'd have to be at my beck and call, and I would never expect that, especially if it's something I got to get out quick. But no, that's great that you've got the help, and the family's willing to help you pro bono, and I think that's great. Family's so important. It's
It
amazing
is.
that
It
they
is.
they
In
do
fact,
that.
my recent video was talking about gold, and there's something more precious than gold. And basically, what I was mentioning is frostbite and helping me. And I send him stuff not because he's asking for it. Sometimes he even tells me don't do it, and I do it anyway. Kind of stubborn that way. But he reminds me of my dad, and because of that, I really want to show him the appreciation that he deserves. And my dad had a friend who was a attorney, Phil. Phil didn't have the skills to like fix plumbing and carpentry and electricity and all that, but he did things for my family that my dad told him not to do, but he did it anyway, simply for the same reason. So, Frostbite's like my dad, and I'm like Phil. So I
Right.
did a video on that saying, what's more precious than gold? Your friends and your family.
Yep. Exactly. That's exactly right. You are exactly right. Very true. So where do you see your channel going in the next 5 years, do you think? I know you want to grow it and you like to get that to be pretty, so I guess that's probably the answer, I guess, is just to grow. But is there anything else as far as content, style of video that you want to do that you haven't done?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different things I want to do. I want to be able to actually create more content. And if I can get myself up to a decent volume of subscribers and a decent volume of income coming in, I want to decrease myself from full-time to part-time as a doctor, spend more time with my wife, and also do more videos and
Right.
spend time going. I have one video that I made with my local pawn shop, did a coin shop video with her, and it really did well. She's so excited. She can't wait for me to get back home to West Virginia to do some more. I want to do
Nice.
more with her. I'm thinking about taking what little bit of free time I have from this job in New Mexico and going to find some coin shops out here. So I want to do some coin shop videos. I still want to stay in the area of general teaching. Still want to stay in the topic of how politics is affecting our metals.
Right.
I want to get into a point where I'm talking to uh, other people such as yourself and maybe Lee Organs and all the other people that are out there, so that I can start teaching and still do a little bit of the fun stuff once in a while, so that everyone can have a little bit of fun, get their minds off of all the shenanigans that's happening in our country.
Right.
So I'm going to go into lots of different directions. And yes, the subscriber and the hits and the algorithm is going to uh, be guiding me along the way, but there's going to be sometimes I'll want to go back to a basic thing, such as a fun thing. The banter I have with Yankee is just awesome. I really enjoy teasing the crap out of him.
That's
He
cool.
enjoys it too. He
Yeah.
actually tells me to keep doing it.
Yeah.
I was
Oh
I
yeah.
was a little worried, and he says, "No, no, no, keep doing it, keep doing it." It's kind of like WWE,
Oh yeah.
where
Yep.
oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and now afterwards they go out and have a pizza together.
Right.
So.
Exactly. That's right. Yep. Very cool. Awesome.
So
Nice.
so one of these days, I hope to be up to the level that everybody else is. You and Yankee and all that. And to be honest with you, Uncle Sal, you do an incredible job of teaching. Your style is different than everyone else's. I love that. I love the fact that you're hitting the current day events, how it affects gold and silver, and you're teaching a lot of us the stuff that we need to know. So
Well,
I
thank
want to
you.
thank you for that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a hard grind for me, and other channels have, and rightfully so, they've really sprouted up, like Yankee, Silver Dragon, Silver Slayer, some of the other ones have, and Two is One. They've got all of them
Hmm.
have well over 100,000 subscribers, and they started years after I did. And
True.
but and it's so for some people it's a tough, hard grind. It's a very hard grind, and for others it happens quicker for one reason or another, or multiple different reasons. But otherwise, either way, it's hard work, and it takes it, and you're experiencing that now. But I don't. I like to set myself up. There is a tool I found that could project subscriber growth for me, and
Hmm.
I think I'll hit 100,000 subscribers probably by the end of 2026. And if I'm looking at the pace where I'm at right now, this month has been a very, very slow month. It's probably going to be 2027 before that occurs. So sometimes you just have to be patient for goals like that. And but like I said, it just depends. It depends on and what videos take. What some of it's just the luck of the algorithms. Other cases, it's you just put a good quality video out there and people love it and they keep coming back.
Yep, and you don't know what's going to hit. Now, when I first started seeing you, when I first came out of well, let me put it this way. I was watching you, I was lurking in the background. When I finally came out, it was because Frostbite and Coin Crew said, go out and say hi to Uncle Sal. Okay. So I came out and typed to you. I've been lurking for a long time and I mistyped it. And I typed the word leaking and you started teasing me about leaking.
Oh
So I was
man.
like, oh crap, I'm going to love this dude. So I mean, that's what I joined at your highest level membership because you made me laugh so
Oh man,
hard.
well thank you, and I'm honored. And I got like I said, folks like you are just it's amazing, and that's what keeps me going, and I think we keep each other going, and I think that's what's so great about this community. We have just the most kindest, the most easygoing, and you have your own personality too, and the way you approach things, and of course you coming from a medical background, you're incredibly smart, and the way you approach subjects is awesome. So everybody check out Tiger Stacker's channel, and we appreciate you so much. And Long Live Coins too. I know they're friends, and Long Live Coins has got a great channel as well. He just another 10 spot here. Thank you, brother. And but yes, well, so is there anything else you want to tell us? I know everybody should stay tuned when you subscribe to Tiger Stacker when he does his videos. He works hard on them as well as working very hard at his full-time job. And but is anything coming up soon that people should be on the lookout for?
Well, let me take a quickie look here because I want to make sure I talk accurately. I have, let's see here, let's get back to that screen. I have something where I'm going to again talk about solar,
Ah,
uh, about solar and how it's helping because I had to do something. I won't give up all the information, but I had to do something because the company I work for out here in New Mexico, they actually will send me all over the place. They want to send me to a different hospital 7 hours away, and I was worried about the vehicle having an issue, even though it's a rental. I had a vehicle, my own personal vehicle last winter fall apart on me, and I was stranded. So I
wow.
I decided to do something with solar and I said somewhere. So that's coming up.
Nice.
I have that's in that needs a little bit more editing. I have a box that I have been collecting to teach my grandsons about how look at the past, look at how our government has defaced our money and all sorts of things from the past, the different coins and everything, and also some fakes to teach them about fakes. I call my teaching box. I got a video being edited for that. One for my pores, and another one for, and I won't tell you a whole lot about this one. It's about my very, very, very favorite scientist that I think he's probably within the last 100 or so years has been the best scientist to help all of us, not just a portion of us, but basically all of us. Some of you who already know who I am, um, know my channel. By the way, I want to thank everyone who's typing in there just sub. Thank you all. But well, I'll tell you, my favorite scientist in the whole world. You got to keep in mind, I'm also Serbian. I'm Serbian American, fourth generation. But my very favorite scientist in the whole world is Nikolai
I
Tesla,
knew
and
you
the
were gonna. I
amounts
knew
of
you were gonna say that. Yep.
I've got a Tesla video coming out.
Nice.
It's all ready to go. So Sandpors is ready to go. A really nice big unboxing is ready to go. The Tesla video is ready to go. The teaching box is being edited, and so the solar video is going to be the next one to be edited. So that's what I've got brewing in the back room, so to say.
A lot of good stuff there from Tiger Stacker. You guys make sure to check him out. You got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. He does a great job of teaching, explains things well articulated, and just a wealth of information, even above and outside of the world of precious metals. Because I think it is good to be well diversified in our preparations and just in life in general. So I think it's great. And the advice that he's giving to his grandchildren, we can all benefit from as well if you check out his channel. So that's cool. Great job.
Thank
Well,
you, Uncle Sal.
thank you, and I'm so honored that you joined us here tonight. And is there anything else you want to say before we move on?
Uh, I think we've covered a lot. I'm just honored that I am so you've been so good to me, being that you're, one of the first and one of the biggest, and little me has been invited up to visit with you.
Well, it's great, and it's an honor, and I appreciate you. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you, Tiger Stacker. And again, check
Thank you,
out
sir.
Tiger Stacker's channel, and we will be staying tuned to what you have in the future. And I'm so proud of you for getting over 1,500 subs in about a year. That's really good. That's good growth, and you've been hard at it and working hard. So that's cool. And you got some help along the way, and it's panned out to be great, and that's awesome. Very good. All
Thank
right.
you, Uncle Sal, so very much.
Thank you. All right. You take care. And we thank you so much again. And let's see here. So thank you, Tiger Stacker.
Thank you,
And
Uncle Sal. Thank you, everyone.
thank you. All right. Very good. That was awesome. Yes, Tiger Stacker's been a great channel supporter, a member of the community here as well. And so we definitely appreciate him coming on tonight. And we might do that from time to time. We're going to have some other channels come up. I know we've talked to some in the past, and we've also had an open dialogue from time to time. But sometimes we get into these comments. One thing I like to do is I like to engage with some of the comments on the screen here as well too. Usually in my nights, but one of these days I'm going to come and do another special kind of show. And hopefully involve other people joining in. We've done that before from time to time. And so we appreciate that. But in the meantime, and thank you, JM Unleashed has posted a link again to Tiger Stacker's channel. Thank you, JM. I appreciate that. And thank you guys for participating in the poll. We have 235 votes, and it's very close. Just over half of you think it's going to be a half a point cut. Thank you, Tiger. Appreciate that, brother. Wow, a 20 spot from Tiger. Because we had Tiger Stacker here, and because of the flow of getting through some of these comments, we're not going to do any kind of exercises tonight, but we do appreciate you guys, and let's press on. We have sign up here. It says the following: I have a few coins that cost over spot and typical markup, but most of them have been normal price to acquire weight. Yes, you never know what coins could do better than others. Michael K clicked on the link at the end screen and checked out the old collection of my modern commemoratives. Thank you, Michael K. He says, Sal, you sure are a true collector and a legend of the community. Well, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. It's collecting is probably my biggest thing, although I stack as well. But I like to get certain things and collect in certain ways to make it interesting and fun. So thank you, Michael K. I appreciate you. Regularly paste brief cutout. Anybody else hear it? I'm not hearing it on my end, but I don't have the volume up on the play side, because if I did that, it would cause an echo. So I don't know what's going on. Anybody hear what Cemetery Shop is hearing? Hope not. But anyways, thank you guys, and I apologize if I'm not able to say hello or acknowledge some of you guys while I was talking to Tiger there. But anyways, okay, thank you. Michael K is here, and he says let's get a 50 basis point cut. Thank you, Michael K. Great comment. Thank you so much. And now Tiger Stacker's at 1545. There we go. Keep it coming, guys. Check out his channel. Thank you so much. That's awesome, Tiger. And thank you, guys. All right, let's see here. Let's move on to the next comment. Thank you, Michael K. I appreciate your kind words. Richard Metcalf, excellent report, Sal. Those graphics paint the picture pretty well. Everybody should see this. Yes, thank you, and I appreciate you watching this. It means a lot. Richard Metcalf says, I only have a few, but I'll only buy them at near spot. Yes. Smart thing to do. Of course, take you a while to collect everything if you were to do that and to get them in the original government packaging. So Selwis Nayers Jr. says premium might be $15 to $20 over spot. Yep, that's exactly right. And let's see here. We've got this comment from Trying to Live the Dream. Says here, I'm a stacker, not a collector. I'm so OCD that if I started collecting, I'd have to complete a set. Case in point, I wanted to just stack RCM products, but the cost of ASEs have come down. That I started stacking those and already am up ahead. But I want a monster box of Eagles, so I'm buying Eagles now until I am done. Then I'm going to go to Maples. But I do buy the 10-ounce RCM bars, beautiful bars. They are nice. So while I may love looking at prices, I don't want to get sucked in. Yep, I understand that for sure. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. No Kegels in hospital bed. I hope you're doing okay, Gold Chick. Are you back in the hospital again? Master Blaster, $5 super chat. Thank you. It says, dang it, Sal, I have 100 phone call orders for silver injected horse meat. There you go. I love that, Master Blaster. That's awesome. Very cool. All right. That's cool. Thank you, Long Live Coins. Y'all should check out his channel too. You're awesome. And let's get over here to Red Crawler. I found this video to be slightly entertaining. All right, there you go. Just slightly entertaining. That's what we hope for. We're not overachievers here. We just want slight entertainment. Order in the court, gold bars and cash. I have his coins right now. Oh my goodness gracious. I have this coins right now. What coins do you have? I'd like to know which ones you've got. Be specific. Scott's 3711 says the 1999 gold Washington is one of the favorites. I have one NGC MS70. Gold was cheaper. I got it several years ago on eBay. Nice. Yeah, Steve LaPointe. I noticed that. We tried to get it on earlier here, and it did not come through. Did not show anything. So maybe it's crashed. I'm not sure. We'll check it again. Let's see here as we press forward. Yep. They're not showing up for some reason as we press forward. Tom Cox says, sounds to me like they're finally trying to catch up to the Royal Canadian Mint. Probably a kindergarten award, star for suckers. Yes, indeed, I know. They're so out and behind. It's insane. USMC says this. The only special coins I bought lately is I bought 3 2009 Ultra High Release because I got them for the same price as Gold Eagles and Buffaloes. Wow. Wow. Yes, that is, man, if you could get those for about the same price as Buffaloes and Eagles, I'd get those all day long. I want to know where you got them because I'd like to get one for that price. That's crazy. Oh, man, goodness gracious. Love those coins. Silver Dad knows investing in silver and gold today will safeguard your wealth and potentially yield substantial returns, ensuring financial stability and prosperity for future generations. Well, I would not look for ensuring, substantial returns. I would look for a wealth preservation. You won't get rich stacking gold and silver. You will preserve the wealth you already have, preserve your riches. We don't want unrealistic expectations about where they're going to go. Very good. All right. Congratulations, Frostbite. Picked up his 1928 peace dollar. Nice. Very, very good. Is that the one you had graded? You might have to remind me about that, Frostbite. Mutant Rife, any thoughts on China squeezing commodities by spending $1.4 trillion to counter deflation in their country. Their thought is to keep the price of commodities high, to keep the cost of produced items from going into a deflationary spiral within China. China goes into a deflationary spiral, the world will follow. Remember, the USA only holds $650 billion in gold at current spot price. I'd be very interested to see. I've not heard that. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. I will have to look into that. All right. F-37 metal from yesterday's video. I'm making progress now on these comments. I only purchase rare metals for as low as I can get them. Every ounce is a step closer to securing my wealth in a hard asset. Down the road, I can use them to acquire needed items. Because as the American dollar loses value, my metals will retain theirs. Yep, you're right. Exactly. All right. I had the 21 graded in MS61. The 28 is XF. Okay, very good. Wow, I'm sorry, Gold Chick. Man, since last live, 45 days on an IV. I thought it was just your toe that was giving you trouble. Man, I'm sorry, Gold Chick. My apologies. My prayers are with you. Hang in there. Man. You've had a time with it. One Species, another great video where you went through so many variables. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that, One Species. That was on yesterday's video. We're going up here to sign up. It'll be crazy if they add a half point. Yep, I agree. But it's looking like they may do it. And Matt Bittner is looking on here. Thank you, Matt. We've got Underground Metal says, I'm cool with 3250. Yes, I would be too. See what happens when they do it. This is going to be a pretty big deal when they cut rates, even if it's just a quarter point. But all right, let's see here. Mo says, it worked at the COMEX. I would sell a lot of silver when it hits $32 and then drop the price to $25 and buy it all back. I would then go to a nice vacation with my gorgeous wife and family. There you go. All right. There you go. Let's see. Silver Lunatic says a full moon tomorrow. William Spencer with a pensive look on his face. I'm watching this. Thank you. Hopefully we see $40 silver soon. I hope not before the end of the year. I lose a bet. Chad Wolf says, I said wake me up at 30. Now I say wake me up at 50. All right. It's going to be a long time. You're going to be asleep a long time. That's for sure. And we've got Brian McDaniel. I wish I'd started stacking sooner. But you know what? The fact that you started at this point in time is still a good thing. So hang in there. Yes, I think Mark Razor is betting on a half-point cut. Very good. And 51% of your fellow viewers here agree with you, Mark Razor. Hagar the Hodler with a thumbs up on this one. Thank you. Bill Arrington here on this video about the silver markets that I posted yesterday. He says, nice eye candy. I appreciate when people say that about what I'm showing on the videos. Love the Libertads. Of course, there will be a rate cut. Of course, gas prices are coming down. Of course, the economy looks better. Unemployment, all because November 4th. I said this over 6 months ago. Yes. Indeed. Glad you appreciate the eye candy there. All right. Tomoko's Enterprise on this same video said the following. Well, now the times are in turmoil. Just like our beloved spot price looks like silver up here is still being picked up by most, if not all, of our LCS establishments. Whether or not that is a good thing is beyond me, but that's okay. I'm not all that great at betting on spot prices for any amount of time. Good to see you, fella. And he bets on tomorrow's silver spot. I think probably, well, you posted this yesterday, but it did end up falling. I didn't expect it to fall, so I would have been wrong. I would have been wrong if I saw this comment yesterday. The first time I've seen Trump smile so big, so hard. Interesting. Onward to doing better in these turmoil times. Indeed, you are right. RV Magnum on this gold video says the following here. I wish I paid more attention back in the 80s to gold. When I worked for the NYCTA, they asked me if I wanted my pension payments invested, and I did 50% in gold. That U.S. map was cool. Thanks. Thank you, RV Magnum. Yes, that's awesome. All right. Silver High says Elizabeth Warren is telling the Fed to cut 3/4 of a point now. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. And they should not be. I don't think they should be cutting at all, but that's just me. John Knox, what's the petroleum color thing on the left? Is it a fidget spinner? Yes, it is a fidget spinner. I'm trying to bring them back, so I'm posting them in there. I like the colors on it, so that's why I posted in there, how it reflects off the Silver Eagles here. F-37 metal. A great video, awesome display, very cool info. I'm hoping for a very Merry Christmas at the end of the year. Lots of silver snowflakes. There you go. I have a silver snowflake somewhere. I forgot to put it in my full stack video. Yes, indeed. There's probably about 30 to 40 ounces I missed from my full silver stack video. All right. And let's see here. Helen Dobbs says, I think it will fall soon. Be on the lookout for anything that comes. Thanks for the news. Thank you, Helen Dobbs. Appreciate that. No IQ says, interesting. Thank you. Thank you, No IQ. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Michael K says, go silver stack now while it's relatively still affordable. There you go. It is still relatively affordable for sure. I agree with that, especially compared to gold. And I still think it's undervalued. I think it'd be undervalued at $35 an ounce too. But anyways, that's me. Thank you, Bitcoin Collecting Fund. Silver Heist commemorative coin designs peaked in 2019 with Apollo 11 anniversary gold and silver coins. Those were nice. It did a first 5-ounce curved as well. That was pretty cool. Homestead Aquarius says, thank you, Sal. Thank you, sir. And Brian O'Neill, gold went over $2,600 before going back down. Actually, it did not, Brian. It never went over $2,600. I did a video about that. I hope you will check it out. Explain why it didn't go over $2,600 an ounce. Dennis Niemeyer, Trump 2024. Thank you, Dennis. And we've got 37 metal. Keep stacking. That's right. We got to keep on stacking in the free world. We're moving faster now. DD Prepper, keep on stacking. He bought more. Congratulations. Buying before it went up. And Tony, every day, I think silver will go under $20 before it would hit $40. Then we'll push it down if it gets high. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, my goodness gracious. We shall see. Bluebird. A kilo tucked in corner, a 10-ounce silver bar resting on stack with 1-ounce rounds. Love it. Thank you. Glad you like it. Try my best to showcase some cool stuff to keep people watching. Pop and Pop says, sup, Sal? What's up? Good to see you. Surcharge. There you go. That's what it is. You nailed it. Thank you. And we have got this comment here from user LV. Let me get this over here. We have got... Says in 2023, copper was mined at all those tons. Silver, 26,000 tons. A lot of statistics here. Undervalued by a factor of 91. Thing is, mining copper compared to gold, compared to silver, the mining ratios have nothing to do with the price and price discovery. Let's see here. But there are growing industries and demand for silver. And that's true, but the silver to gold ratio, mining ratio, is there's no connection, zero connection to it at all. Rarity has nothing to do with the price of anything. In fact, when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to illustrate that point to you. Yes, indeed, I will have a very big illustration point of how rarity has nothing to do with value. But I still think silver is undervalued compared to gold. Helen Dobb, I like old things. The premiums are too high, but I like some things. I like to look at them good to save money for my collection, ability to exchange for goods and services. Indeed, it's nice to have that power for sure. Gold chip with some algorithms here, or some emoticons to contribute to the algorithm. William Rome, we are propping up the institution that sells fancy money, the exorbitant. Yes, we sure are. We sure are. Homestead Aquarius, thank you, Sal. Load up while you can. That's right. Very good. Caught buying gold in secret. And like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Please go all the way. Appreciate when people do that. Chemo says, with the title being posted, it makes me want to sell everything now. All right. Don't do that. Let's see here. Billy Meyer says, Got a dozen $5 commemoratives he's got. Has a dozen of them. Near spot. I bought them for the gold 0.2417 ounce, I think. And that dozen gives me about 3 ounces. I prefer silver being poor as I am. Yep. That's a good way to buy gold, though. It sure is. Okay, let's see here. Let's get on to the next comment. Slowly but surely. We have got here Steve C. Exciting time for precious metals. It sure is. It's going to be a wild ride. Tomorrow's going to be very interesting. Diversify. Yep, that's right. ×3. And Sue C. 3215. Let me get over here. Make this happen. I'm not a very good collector, but I'm generally trying to have pieces from around the world. I do have to fight myself not to keep from buying from the Perth Mint. I like their box coins. They can easily be given as gifts for kids in any occasion. Also have a general thing for kits or any type of that kind, or falls under that for me, I guess. Yep, and nothing wrong with that. Get a couple of them. You know, I enjoy the packaging as well with some of these coins and the presentation as a collector, so I certainly can sympathize with that. Keep on stacking, says Cherokee Cowboy. That's right. That's exactly right. I had tried to stay away from collectibles, just stack mostly. Yep. Good idea. Yep. It takes the emotion out of it. All right. And let's see here. Bob Silver says, for the cause, Sal. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that, Bob Silver. The tribe likes the salivate metal round. Nice and thick. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy that. Culture of Currency. Good to see you. And Tony Erickson's still here. Thank you, Tony. You are awesome. Praying you're doing all right, my brother. King Tiger Crown Estate says this. 81,000 is a mere lint in the pocket for Sal, not believing when he says it's out of his reach. Well, you don't know me very well. Don't look at the medals or anything like that you've seen. That's 30 years plus, 30 plus years of stacking, a little bit here and there. But anyways, yes, some people, you know, they don't judge what you see on the screen at any given point in time. For that, let's see here. All right, Stephen Caldwell, 3256, around 6 months ago, was most I remember. I wasn't collecting 2011 when it passed 48. Yes, that's right. You're exactly right. Sue watched this video too. Complete Proof Modern Commemorative Collection. Wow, that is such a crazy large collection. Beautiful boxing. Congratulations on completing that collection. Thank you. And I did wrap it up in a bow and call it complete because 2022 would mark 40 years since the inception. If they didn't do anything in 2023, and 2024, they've kind of changed their packaging a little bit. Well, they started that in 2021, but I digress. All right, and let's see here. And let's move on forward. Thomas Blazanovitz says, the masses will soon buy every ounce of silver till it is gone. We shall see. So far, that's not been the case. It's been a slow buying year. Oh, wow, Junius is... we haven't seen Junius in a while, so I'm wondering. I know he said he was going to be taking some time off, but he'll be back on. That's great. Very good. Thank you, Liquid Electrum. Good to see you, by the way. Steve C., great video. Lots of information. Awesome. Thank you so much. And Susie also on this video. I do love commemorative coins and stamps. They are little history lessons. Indeed, they are. I was intrigued with the Tiffany coin. Just ordered a box set on eBay, and I can't wait to see it in person. Thanks for going through the whole commemorative collection. Thank you. It is interesting to see the different subjects through the years, and how some of them have repeated, by the way, too. Different military themes, Olympic themes, that type of thing. It just kind of had grown stale on me. So that's another reason why I wrapped it up into a bow with this set. It was a cornerstone of my collection. And it still is in my collection. John Morgan here says this. Finished the Cook album. Just got my last 2 cooks incomplete. Need to finish the Color Dragons, the Queen's Beast, etc. Nice. Says another collector there for John Morgan. Let's see here. Very, very good. Open currency standard from years back. Yeah, that was something that I had for these. I have a couple of those pieces for the American Open Currency, the Ron Paul rounds, the Lakota, stuff like that that happened out there. That sprouted out from after the failure of the, and it overlapped with the what was going on with that guy, um, who had the Liberty Dollar. What was his name? Kind of a weird fella, ended up going to prison or put under arrest for counterfeiting because he put the dollar sign and a dollar amount on his coins, the Liberty Dollar. Let's see. Anyways, David Bakura says, I stopped buying ASCs when the premium skyrocketed, and that was a good time to stop buying ASCs for sure. And I fell in love with other vintage rounds and 1 ounce bars, not by design. Haven't even looked at ASCs since then. Yes. A lot of pretty stuff out there for sure. Van House, that's what it is. Thank you. I just finished my coffee. Now I'm going to put a chaser in here just for gets and shiggles. And I will drink this stuff too. I'm going to drink it. All right, let's do. We haven't even gotten into today's comments for the videos. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting into it. Steph Ram, gold has always been money. It's the evil players that have done their best to convince others that it's not. That's right. Yep, exactly. And on my video from this morning, Jim Tillapa, oh boy, Sal, is it true about Saudi Arabia yet? Just purchased 100 plus tons of gold from Switzerland. Yep, I did a video about that, Jim, just the other day. So I hope you will check that out. Now, Joyful says, trade silver for gold. Eastern nations buy gold. Do what smart people do. Yes, indeed. That's right. That's right. Hello to you, Supasprod Chujinda. Hello, hello, hello. Denzwin says, note the active contracts on the December futures. Also, silver reached 32.50 2 months ago. If we change a level again, we'll mark the second time. Yep, you're right. That's right. And Illuminati, Sal, Ron's Basement has addressed monetary opportunities for metals since its inception. Iran should tag team on the topic. All right. Well, I've been talking about monetary situations with metals for a long time too, but really don't know him. I don't think he's ever, he probably doesn't even know this channel exists. And I typically really only collaborate with folks who collaborate with me, or who interact in the community. I've never seen any of his comments in any other channels anywhere. So I don't know. I think he siloed himself, and there's others that do that too. I typically stay away from folks like that who don't engage with the community. Silver Dad knows U.S. dollar is on its last legs, but gold and silver are timeless lifeboats and will preserve your wealth. Exactly. Timeless lifeboats. Very good analogy there for sure. Tony Erickson, out of all your mini cars, which one will be the lucky car to put on display? Oh, man. Maybe for the next video, Tony. I'm going to think about that for tomorrow's video. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I'm going to think about it and put that car out in your honor. I've got a couple here. In fact, I've been buying a couple new ones for display. And so I'll try to pick my favorite one, Tony, for tomorrow's video. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to make a note of that. God's heart is love. Still need to buy my gold. I told you a prophet said it's going up to 10K. Any kind of a prophet or anybody who tells you it's going to 10K, stay far away. Underground Metal says, love it, just love it. I don't understand how most people don't understand this. Yes, indeed. It's a big screw you to the dollar. Stranger says, last month the central bank bought dollars and gold. I believe they're playing both sides, but that hasn't stopped the dollar from falling. BRICS has put a hurt on the dollar. Indeed, it has, for sure. And let's see. Rob says, Florida goldback. Where did Florida get the gold? If they aren't buying gold and not paying off the debts, how they're stealing the private people of Florida. Rob, I think you missed the point. They're getting the gold. Florida itself is not going to get the goldbacks. The goldbacks are a private corporation. They've got the gold. They just put Florida's name on it. And that's really the bottom line. I don't know if they have to get permission to make this thing happen or not. I don't know if Nevada had to be contacted when they did that, but one of these days I'd like to get a set of all the gold backs for all the states they have. That's going to be kind of expensive to do. Anyways, let's see here. Where are we at? Jim Tillapal is here. Okay, Jim Tillapal. Yeah, check out my video. I'm glad Jim Tillapal came here because he was asking about Saudi Arabia. So I'm going to show you where it is, Jim. So, Jim, if you go down here to this video right here with a nice lady on it, okay? I was hoping it would get more views with the pretty lady on the cover, on the thumbnail. Saudi Central Bank caught buying gold in secret. They know what's coming. So check that video out, Jim. I hope you will check that video out right there. And just look for the pretty lady, the blonde, with the shush. She's shushing us. And I know we don't like to be shushed, but it is what it is. All right. What do we have here? Andrew. Grams and goldbacks will become highly desirable. They may need to be converted to something smaller yet when collapse comes. All right. Very true. But don't look for that collapse to be happening anytime soon. Let's do forward. Pawpaw strategy. We've not seen Pawpaw strategy in a while. Gold is becoming unattainable for most of us. Buying silver is more feasible for most. If the gold to silver ratio drops to 60, then I'll be able to trade for gold. Until then, I'll stack silver. There you go. All right. Cemetery Shop, Sal, Gal, Daniel Cambone. Sounds like a fine page on the calendar. Yes, indeed. Actually, believe it or not, I reached out to her for an interview. Never heard a single thing back. Mark Razor, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Jay Unleashed posted a link to the Saudi bank buying gold in secret. Thank you. Mark Razor with a 10 spot. Thank you, Mark Razor. And he says this. I'm in the 70s, started collecting coins at 9 years old. Wow. Bought and sold like a dealer to make some money. Let me tell you, I wish I had it all back. People do not sell unless it's an emergency. Those are some wise words from somebody who's been in it a long time. Wow. And you know what? I tend to be of that mind. I try to be open-minded, but I am very biased in that realm too. And all it does is it takes me going back and looking at my old into the deep stack and pulling out the gold double eagle that I bought for $350. And it's like, man, I'm glad I didn't sell that. You know what I mean? But that's great advice. Now, I will say this, Mark Razor, I am in complete agreement with you. However, there may be some opportunities that come up that are too good to pass up. But anyways, very good. All right, let's see here. That's right. There you go, Silver Heist. Yeah, maybe the middle fingers. I did try to capitalize on the previous one that had a middle finger, so you know what I'm getting at there. But yes, indeed. Pretty ladies don't work for me to have on the channel. You know what I'm going to do, though, Silver Heist? I'm going to post the ugliest lady that I can find, or a guy. Maybe I'll put a picture of the late Madeline Halfbright, and put her on there. Or, I don't know, the most unattractive lady you can think of. Or I could put a picture of me up there. Boy, that would shut the channel down and probably break the interwebs. Let's see here. Bill457 says, I think Russia would have more sense than to give gold to Japan unless Japan will do the same thing with Russia. I think that whoever should hold on to the gold and use cash, I think they did that for a reason. Yep, exactly. It's all done for the trades there for sure, especially in the grips of where it was done in Hong Kong. J-Mon Lisa, 400-pounder in a thong. There you go. I could do that. That's true. That would be a good for the clickbait to get people to watch the channel. What do you think? Maybe I'll do that in a video soon. I'll put a 400-pounder in a thong or something like that, just to get the Lizzo or something like that, or who knows what I'll do. You never know. All right, folks. Well, it's about that time. I got to get to work on tomorrow's video. The work never stops here. Let's close this poll out. 52% of you say that the Fed will cut rates by a half point. You might be right. I'm thinking a quarter point, but you could be right. Silver Ice, actually not a gold bug face. Got you a lot of live views. My channel will be deleted after we talk to this guy. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think yeah. Did I say that? Did that might get deleted? Talk to this guy. Was that the title? I'm not sure, but yes. I don't even know where that guy is now. I don't know. That was an interesting time. All right, very good. Thank you, Brian McDaniel is here. Brian McDaniel is here. But thank you guys. All right. Tiger Stacker, thank you, my friend. Again, you had me thinking. I think I will release a premiere, one of my 3 videos remaining when you are done. All right, there you go. So check him out, Tiger Stacker. He's going to be premiering a video here right now because we're going to head out. Thank you, politician. We have 159 thumbs up. Thank you, guys, and I appreciate you all so much. Thank you to Liquid Election for the PayPal. Sorry for those of you who wanted to gift channel memberships. It didn't work for some of you. Others it did. And I appreciate your all's support and kindness. You are awesome. Thank you, Tony Erickson. Praying for good health for you and good recovery. And thank you for Tiger Stacker for joining us tonight. Check out Tiger Stacker's channel. Check out Long Live Coins. Check out Silver Heist. You guys are great. Have a wonderful evening. Keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Good night, all.